All right. Hello and welcome to the Razzle Dazzle show. You may not remember what this even is because last time I did an episode of this, it was a year ago. But this is my podcast, and today I have two very stinky special guests.
You.
Introduce yourself, little stinky.
Well, I just took like a couple edibles of 100 milligram and then smoked two blunts like 7 hours ago. This is odd kebab. Bring it to you from now. Okay, go Bryan.
Oh, I don't know. I'm drunk, man. I've been taking shots, and I took a beer, okay, or two beers now. I
I
don't know.
I took a beer,
He
not
took one.
not drink. I took one.
He just took one. He still has it. He just hasn't drank it yet.
He was just walking around. He saw it, took it.
He took it for like insurance. Letting him know it's here and it'll always be here until he acts upon it.
Well, what do we talk about on this podcast? Whatever the fuck we want to. Viewer listening, that's what we do. And what happened recently is you guys know Google, right?
Yeah,
You guys
I
know
Yeah,
know
what
Google.
happened?
I know it pretty well.
you guys know YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, owns by that Susan person.
Well, Susan stepped down,
Yeah,
which
that's what I heard.
which is related to what I'm bringing up. So Google is in legal trouble, and our lives are in danger.
Wait, what? Well, what's going on? What's going on? I'm actually confused. What's going on?
The
What?
internet could potentially change forever.
Dude, what just happened?
Could potentially. So there was a, I think it was was it an ISIS video? So Charlie made a video on it, but like an ISIS video got posted on YouTube. The person the family that's suing YouTube is related to the video. Like someone like the family member was like in the video or something. It was like a killing video, and it got shared on YouTube, and they're suing YouTube for it or Google for it. It's pretty crazy.
That's not. That doesn't make sense. How can you sue some? You can't sue
They're
YouTube
they're
because it's not
basic.
their
They're
fault.
no. They're going. They're I think what they're trying to gonna go after. I think what their goal is gonna switch to is going after the law in place that prevents websites from being liable for stuff like that.
I know, but the thing that I find issue with is like it's very hard to like regulate what people is posting on your shit unless you're using AI
That's
and
what
robot.
that's why Section 230 is in place. But if this lawsuit continues to move forward, they might try to go against Section 230 and change it.
What's Let me look up to 30 right now real quick.
Because Section 230, you mean you can anybody listening, you can look up what Section 230 is. Anybody listening, but the basic gist is like if you're like a website owner, you're not liable for anything that a user posts on your website, kind of thing. Like the basic gist. That's the basic
Section
gist.
230 is a section of the title of the 47th of the United States Code that was enacted as a part of the Communication Decency Act of 1996, which is Title V of the Telecommunication Act of 1996, generally provides immunity for websites platforms with respect to third-party content.
Basically, essentially, like for
Okay.
using YouTube as an example, basically that law means anything somebody like posts on YouTube, YouTube isn't directly liable for whatever that content is.
Yeah, because they
Uh,
shouldn't be, because they
yeah.
won't know.
Well, yeah,
They
because
won't.
they shouldn't be. Like my thing is like there's literally so much stuff on the internet. It's literally impossible to vet it all manually.
Yeah.
Like, cause that's why YouTube has its algorithm in place. And I think they're gonna use that in their defense probably is the fact that the video didn't get recommended by some like manually. It was the algorithm that did it. Because the way the YouTube algorithm works is it recommends stuff that is relevant
That
to
people are
you.
watching.
Yeah, it recommends stuff that's relevant to your search, to what you like, to what you usually watch.
Well, it's popular too.
Like yeah, you know.
Here comes my
But I
man.
think there was something I don't remember what it was, but I think there was something signed off like a while back that is like goes against like ISIS and prevents them from posting anything online or trying to prevent them from posting stuff online.
Yeah, because they've been trying to post a lot of shit in the past, which they did.
Yeah, but that's crazy. Are you guys scared that the internet could change? Are you guys afraid?
Yep,
Oh, yeah,
a little
always.
bit.
I mean, what was that thing that a while back? Net neutrality. What was that thing?
Yeah, Ajit Pai.
Yeah, that's scary. Fucking the new CEO is scary. What's the new CEO name of YouTube? Who took Susan's
Oh no,
place?
but he had to do stuff with NFTs.
Yeah, I think he was one of the guys that wanted NFTs as part of YouTube,
Yeah.
and
Which thing kind of didn't happen.
and Charlie mentioned in his video that he might also be one of the people that was the reason for the dislikes going away, like the dislike
Yeah, that shit
counter.
pissed me off. Like, why did this like go away?
Yeah, bro, I think dislike shouldn't like the counter shouldn't ever gone away because YouTube is like the biggest like social media website that has like the like and dislike feature. One of the biggest, like outside of
Yep.
Reddit, because
Yeah,
Reddit
because
has the
the reason,
upvotes and downvotes.
yeah, because the only reason why they did that so people want to be swayed by certain choices when they see a
Oh,
certain choice isn't popular with the populace.
it's just for people to show their opinion on the video. Like, did you like it or did you not like it? It's that simple.
Yeah,
You know, like people like it's literally no. It's not deeper than that. It's not that deep.
yeah, and not
You
only
know?
that, imagine you're a user and you make a video and you notice that people don't like it, then you know that most people don't like it. So it's better for your demographic for you to change what you're trying to do instead of just trying to make the same shitty content that you still get thumbs down for. You
And
won't be able to tell.
I think the part of the reason they removed it is because like like review bombing and like dislike bombing. You know.
There's that too, because that's been happening quite a bit. People trying to cancel people.
Well,
So it can go either way. It's either way when you think about it.
I don't know. I still think it should stay.
I think it should stay, yes. What
Uh,
they should do is verify accounts.
I mean, ever since Google bought YouTube, you got the Google verification now. Like my Google account's connected to my YouTube account.
Yeah, but I had like several phones in the past, and all of them were able to go through Google and YouTube without me having to verify.
Bro, I got 7 phones.
Actually, I did. I did.
You have 7. Is that just over the years 7 phones?
No, sometimes I had like 2 or 3 at the time.
You got a trap phone? Why you got multiple phones?
Shh, shh. Don't touch me. Just be quiet. Stop talking about it. We're good.
Burner
We're good.
phones.
Yeah, Brian just got a
That's
fucking
separate
whole.
phones.
Brian just got a drawer full of burner phones.
Yeah.
You know, I don't trust a lot of people, man. I don't trust the government.
No, Brian's no. Listen, you need something done. You just call up Brian like, "Hey, I need a burner." He's like, "I got you."
I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
Just opens up like a comically large drawer and it's just filled to the brim with burner phones. Like what? Which one you need? You need one with a Mexican area code. You need
Yeah,
one with a
Nokia.
New
I got a
Jersey area
Nokia.
code.
I got a Nokia from Mexico.
No, no,
Indestructible.
no. Brian got one for each area code just in case.
Mhm.
Well, I got one from Utah. I got one from here. I got one from Arizona. I got one from New Mexico. And then the rest are just here in Texas.
How many burner phones do you think have been like destroyed over time?
I don't know. Probably a
Like,
lot, dude. You know how many people throw those shits out the window?
you think it's in the millions?
Probably. Fuck.
Like all the crime that happens. Like a lot of crime gets documented, but a lot doesn't. All those burner phones.
Not to mention people taking the desert paths and doing the shit out there too. Like in Arizona, New Mexico, the cartels.
Yeah,
There's so much we don't know.
yeah. Leave you in the desert, fucking tie a brick to your feet, throw you in the water.
They don't even have to throw you in the fucking water. They can just leave you out in the desert and brick on your feet.
You know,
Give it 3 days and
no,
you're nothing but bones.
no, there's like areas I've read before where like there's like mafia would like dump bodies there, and there people are convinced there's still bodies not found there.
Yeah, like I said, in the desert, there's a lot of mafias, like in Arizona, New Mexico. They just drop people out there. Give it 3 days, and anything that's left is just bones.
If I learned anything from Fallout New Vegas, is being out in the desert is not safe.
Dude,
It's not a
people
safe
got
time.
dehydration. And then not only that, every animal that's out there in the desert, it's gonna go after your body the second you die. You're gonna emit smell that equals food.
Because the vultures, like the second they even smell a slight hint of you possibly dying, they're already watching you. They're already waiting.
Yeah, they smell the stink. The stinky.
Just like that tower movie me and Jake watched. Remember Jake, that tower movie?
Tower?
Yeah. where the two girls climbed up. The vulture was just watching her, and then
Oh yeah.
it tried
Yeah.
to eat her leg, and then she grabbed it and snapped it and ate it raw.
Yep.
That was a crazy movie.
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about now. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put something in charge real quick and take a piss.
That was a fucking crazy movie, man. What about the Last of Us show? What do you guys think of the show so far?
Really
Yeah.
good. Even though I haven't played the games, I think it's really good.
Yeah, I was looking up on it, and I think we're gonna get just the first game and then the Left Behind DLC in the first season, and then we'll
Mm-hmm.
probably get the second game for the second season. Yeah, but I looked it up though. You know that the bloater from the last episode.
Yeah.
It's I looked up for like the artist team and like how long the prosthetics take. It's a team of 65 prosthetic artists, and it takes 5 hours to do the bloater makeup.
Hmm.
5 hours to do the makeup for that. And I think this is about the scene where they all like jump out of the pit. And so there was about 10 to 15 stunt performers and like 40 to 60 infected extras. So those were actual people stumbling over each other, I think. And then they probably added a little bit extra in with the CGI, obviously, because there was a shit ton.
Yes. Yeah.
But wow. But bro, have you? I don't know if I sent a picture to our Discord of the bloater, but it looked so good. I think I saw a behind the scenes picture. They just did such a good job on the bloater, like makeup and prosthetics. Actually, like, it looks really good. And then when you add that CGI on top of it, chef, beautiful.
What? Yeah.
And something I looked up recently. The Dead Space remake was the best-selling new game of January. Let's see. I'm trying to find how many copies it sold. Oh, and the Callisto Protocol bombed. I don't know if you knew about that.
Oh, I went to shit. Wasn't good.
Yeah, it bombed. I mean, it was not good.
That's a shame.
It was not good. But yeah, Dead Space remake is doing good on sales. It was the best-selling new game of January.
Damn.
So that's pretty good. I mean, I'm not surprised it sold well. It's a very faithful remake. People have been comparing it to like the original like Resident Evil 1 remake based on how good it is as a remake.
Which
Hmm.
remake?
The Dead Space remake. People have been comparing it to like the Resident Evil 1 remake on how good it is of a remake.
It's a good remake. Watching you playing that gameplay,
You know.
that's because that's the only reason why I didn't want to buy it. I wasn't sure to buy it at all because I thought it was gonna be pretty shitty compared to the original one, but they actually kept true to the original one and kept the same kind of concept of the gameplay.
Mhm.
The only difference that they did is that they made it more like a Metroid series type of game or like a Metroidvania.
The way I see the Dead Space remake is I think the game is what the original intention was now.
Yeah.
They think they just created what the game was always intended to be from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what a good remake is. That what a good remake is right there. That's what I think right there. You know, that's what I think.
Well, it really does play like a Metroidvania, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Metroidvanias are like they're very oversaturated now in the indie market and like the indie scene.
Well, they are because
Yeah.
that's usually the best market when it comes to those type of gameplays.
Yeah, but there's just so many. There's a lot of like really good ones
The
in
shitty
there.
ones.
There's
You have to have a good
yeah,
one.
it's so oversaturated. There's like a lot of really bad ones, but then you have like the really really good ones, like you got Hollow Knight, fucking Blasphemous.
Yeah.
Like you have like the really sick ones mixed in, but
It's hard to find them, but you can find them pretty easily. Yes and no.
it's
And
a
it depends.
it's a very overdone game type. I think people are too quick to put the Souls like tag on games too. Oh, it's difficult. It's a Souls like. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of hate that because it's not the same. It really isn't
Yeah.
the same
If
because you're looking at a 2D
if
plane. You're not looking at a 3D plane. 3D plane's different in difficulty compared to a 2D
well,
plane.
you know, I mean, Hollow Knight has like the bonfire system, I think. So, I mean, it's been a while since I played Hollow Knight. I don't remember who it does, but some games like in the 2D realm, because I think Blasphemous might. No, Blasphemous doesn't use a bonfire system. I'm trying to think what game uses a bonfire system that I know of.
Bomb, but Doing right though.
I mean, you could technically classify Jedi Fallen Order as a Souls-like because it uses a bonfire system where you have to move from save to save. I don't know. I think it only really classifies as a Souls-like if it has similar gameplay mechanics. I think
Yeah.
like difficulty doesn't equal Souls-like. Does not do not it do not. Alright, but what I was telling Jake while you were gone, Brian, is you know the bloater from the Last of Us show.
Yeah.
So to do the makeup for that, it's 65 prosthetic artists, and it's 5 hours to do the makeup for the bloater.
Oh no, I understand this.
Yeah,
Like
full
if you've
team of
seen all the movies
65.
that you and me have been watching, and Jake has been watching, if you watch behind the scenes of
Oh
some
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah, it's
monsters and
crazy.
stuff like that, you understand that.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Fucking man's going through the Jim Carrey experience with all that makeup. How long was
Oh
the
my god,
How long was the Grinch makeup for Jim Carrey?
I can't
Jim
remember.
Jim Carrey said it was like he had to go through like military like torture training to do the
What
Grinch
the
makeup
hell?
for every
Same,
yeah.
no, same thing with Panic at the Disco when they were making a music video for the Demon. They had to do hours and hours of like playing a scene, stopping the scene, putting the more makeup on, playing the next scene, stopping the scene, playing more makeup on, playing the next scene, and stopping the scene. I think it was the Emperor's New Clothes.
Hey, let's see. Cuz I remember he did an interview about it. I remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How the CIA trained. I'm looking up an article right now. Okay, so each morning for 92 days, he would spend 2.5 hours doing the prosthetic and makeup at the beginning of the day,
Oh my god.
and then it takes a whole hour just to remove it.
Oh my. What? Oh my god. An
Uh,
hour? How to
yeah,
remove?
yeah,
What?
for the Grinch makeup. For comparison, it takes 5 hours to do the bloater makeup. But luckily it's a TV show, so I imagine that he probably only had to go through that 5 hours like a couple times. But this was for a full 92 days. Jim Carrey had to do this 2.5 hours at the beginning of the filming day and 1 hour at the end. Um,
Yeah.
and in order to get through it, like he went through like CIA like torture training.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, you remember when Jim Carrey thought he was gonna die at Hawaii?
Yeah,
Yeah, he thought he was gonna die at Hawaii. He went out there by the beach, sat down, looked in the sky. He's like, "I lived a good life."
yeah.
That's a
Whoa.
good way to go.
That
That's
was
really a good
that
way to go.
that was that nuke scare, wasn't it? Like there was like a
That was his
nuclear
fear, yeah.
bomb scare. Yeah.
Yeah, he sat there at the beach and he just sat
Really?
there. He tried to call his daughter and she wasn't answering. I think I can't remember what exactly was correct, but he was trying to make phone calls, but they weren't happening. And he sat there, looked at the sky, and just like said, "I lived a good life. I'm happy."
Alright, but yeah, Brian, what are your thoughts on the Last of Us show so far? I asked Jake.
Oh shit!
What are your thoughts so far?
The get the show is amazing. There's
Yeah.
some of the things that they change. I do kind of like it. I don't deny it. Some things I'm like, they can add more conflict and they can adjust certain things. But to be honest, the show is fucking good.
Yeah,
Like it is fucking like close to the original one. Like it's on point with all the changes.
I think all the changes are acceptable. I think. I I think this is a good sign for the future of video game adaptations.
Yes.
I mean, it's so good.
Like imagine if Halo was like that.
Bro, the Halo show is so
The Halo show.
bad.
Don't get me started with the Halo show. And some of the scenes, the guns weren't even painted. They were literally the
Bro,
prop
but
guns with the paint on.
but imagine though if the Halo show was on the same level of quality as
Yeah.
this, like holy shit. My God, bro, just imagine. I mean, ever since
You heard that Destiny's trying to start a show too.
pretty crazy.
Destiny?
I mean,
Yeah,
the Destiny lore is very expansive and deep. So
the stories are good. I like Destiny stories, but the game itself,
yeah,
it's a cash
that's
grab.
because all the
It's a
good
cash
lore
grab.
isn't even in the game, bro. That's the problem. All the really good shit that you want to learn about isn't even in the game. You got to leave the game to learn about it. That's the problem with Destiny. That was my big issue with Destiny 1 back in the day, was there was a shit ton of lore and really great written out lore, but you had to go to a website to view it all. You can't learn it in game.
Yeah, because you can see half the lore in the game, just half the lore, not the whole lore. You have to
Like
go offline to see the rest of the
like
lore.
you literally have to go to like the fucking Bungie website to see the lore. Like, how hard is it to just add a fucking book in game that I can read at the bare minimum?
Yeah,
Well,
like
they even did the
Fallout or
second one.
Skyrim.
They made the app. The app is supposed to be the entire book.
Yeah,
It'll
but
give you
yeah,
the whole
but
lore
I
book.
don't want a fucking app. I want an in-game like lore thing. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want all that. I don't want all that.
You
Yeah,
don't want
because
Alright?
all that.
in your second game, in your main base game, you can go through the lore and book and through everything through the main game. It's just that
Yeah.
it's easier and more organized on the app.
Yeah. That's true. But anyway, I have a list of some Last of Us show factoids.
Oh shit!
You know that
Fine.
the show was not the initial plan.
Wait, it was
Really?
not.
Yeah, the initial plan was a movie.
What?
Yeah.
But
There.
each
Freaking
episode's an hour
producing a
long.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
I
That's
would have
that.
been
Honestly,
pissed.
that's probably why they switched to the show. Because I think they were originally gonna try and do a movie, and then realized like what most smart people would realize, and that you can't fit like a fucking 20-hour game into a 3-hour movie. You know.
Yeah, it's a 20 ass fucking hour
You
game.
know, you can't. That no work.
You can
Uh,
put things in between while the game's happening to tie certain things together and make more things sense. You can do that.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but it was like in pre-production for like 6 years, and then got canceled in 2020, and then they started making the show. But
Oh,
it
shit's
was
better. I'm so
yeah,
happy.
it was originally gonna be a TV show, which is very interesting. Another interesting thing, which I'm very excited about, is that it broke some records in Canada. The show, it
Yep.
was
In Canada?
yeah, it was the
Holy fuck!
biggest television production in Canada history.
Well, most people are located in one spot in Canada, so when something starts going fire or being fire, it's gonna spread pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And several actors almost played Ellie, but you know we got who we got.
We got what we got.
We got what we got. Fucking, it's like that meme, like, Mom, I want Ellie. We have Ellie at home. Ellie at home.
Ellie at home.
Yeah, that is Ellie at home.
But can you imagine like the people who didn't make the cut just sitting there watching what they could have been?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Imagine though. Imagine like how sad you like. Fucking. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll wait to get to this, but it just reminds me of another point. I'll wait to get to that point. But fucking and also for the show, we're not gonna get like a bunch of different seasons. I was telling Jake this while you were gone, Brian. We're probably gonna get season 1 Last of Us and Last of Us Left Behind DLC, season 2 Last of Us 2, and a third game is already planned, so season 3
Oh my
might be the third
gosh,
game.
what?
Yeah.
How
That
can
makes
it
sense.
add more to the lore like that?
Well, they're not adding more to the lore, they're just following the lore.
Yeah, they're just continuing from basically
They're just following the games.
everything just continues from the 20-year time jump that Joel makes into the apocalypse.
Yep. That makes sense. That makes perfect
Yeah.
sense because when you have a time jump between games, you can add so much more seasons to it. To be honest, when you think about it, you just have to make sure that it ends off where it's going to end off.
Bro, but honestly, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about live action Last of Us 2. If they do the same, like Last of Us 2, okay, anybody that's listening, Last of Us 2 has been out for a good amount of time now. But if you don't want spoilers, just cover your little ear holes for like 10 seconds. I'm not ready to see Joel die in live action. I'm sorry, I'm not ready to see that.
You should have you should get like a good minute, like stop, pause, wait 5 seconds before you said that. I wasn't ready to hear that.
Listen,
You forget me, he dies.
well,
Guys.
you've been reminded because you're gonna be reminded eventually anyway with the show.
Well, I'm crying now. I'm crying.
Wah.
Man, but yeah, The Last of Us show, it pretty good so far. But
Yep.
my brain has been taken to another place that you reminded me of. I don't remember what brought me to this place, but you guys remember Ned's Declassified?
Yeah,
What's that again?
You guys remember Ned's Declassified?
I remember.
The
Wow.
show Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. I love that show. It was like a live action cartoon.
I don't remember it. Fuck.
But the three main peeps, Cookie, Ned, and Mo, they made a podcast 4 days ago,
Nice.
and I listened to it, and they like talked about the show and stuff, and I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Did they
And
talk about how
fucking
to survive high school?
no, they talked about the show, and they were like telling interesting stories about the show. Fucking like they talked about when they originally auditioned for it, like they auditioned for the pilot, and then the people
Yeah.
were like, "Yeah, you did a great job. But we're gonna call you back in like a week. You may or may not probably be replaced."
Wait, what?
And then they had to wait for a while, and then they got the call back.
Oh, did they tell them they got replaced?
Well, no, like that's just basically how the audition worked. Is that like, yes, you did a great job, but we're also interviewing more people, so you could probably lose it anyway. Basically, just telling them, they're like, don't just think that you got the part, because you probably, you might not have gotten it. Someone else might get it, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, as long as they let you know at the very end after the whole interview section's done.
Yeah, but you gotta
As
also
long as they
remember
let you
that
know.
they were kid actors too at this time. You
Yeah.
know?
They
Yeah,
had to
no,
get that
that's my
spelling
only
test
issue.
done.
No, that's my only issue. Like, if you have like a good choice where they're like, oh yeah, you made it through, let them know right there and then, and then let everybody know. You can do an auto message. That's
Yeah, but you got to think about the psychology that does to a kid actor. Like you feel great about the audition. They tell you did great, but you still might not get it.
Yep.
uh,
Society.
as long as you know that's happening, like it's your first time, that's gonna hit you like a bitch. But after like I think the fifth or sixth time, you kind of get used to it. Keyword fifth
Well,
or
yeah,
sixth or
yeah.
eighth time.
Eventually, you would just get jaded to the regular dealings of the audition and how auditions and how they work, how they go.
Yeah, because the only time I call them bullshit is when they don't let you know at all. They kind of leave you at limbo. That's what pisses me off. As long as you let them know at the end, it's all good.
When I see the problem that I think a lot of kid actors run into is that if you play like a certain kind of like role, or like in a certain kind of demographic, it's hard for you to find roles in the future.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
you're kind of stuck to that role.
Like that's what happened to the guy that plays Ned in Ned's Declassified, because it's such a cartoony show, and he plays such a zany character that he wasn't like, nobody would hired him for any other kind of roles, and he wasn't able to find any other roles after the show.
You don't see him as an action guy, you
Well,
know?
that's the reason why he
Yeah.
has to extend out his overview in those roles when
I'm
he's
making
out there.
OnlyFans.
Well, I think
But it
I
depends on
think
his
just I think
handler.
the way that the Ned's show was set up kind of set him up for failure, because Ned's Declassified is not a normal show. It's really like they set it up like a live action cartoon. Like there's a lot of like slapstick comedy all over the place. It's very wacky, very zany characters.
Very.
Like Ned's Declassified's such a good show, man. And the episodes aren't even that long. Like it was literally like a cartoon. Let me look up the episode link. Oh, but yeah, their podcast is called Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide,
Oh,
which
Nice.
is genius. But yeah, the episodes were only 22 minutes. I mean, it was a Nickelodeon show. That was back when Nick was doing
was king.
everything. Yeah, Nick was all over the place. Fucking Cartoon Network was on top whenever Adventure Time was on air.
I don't know about that one, but okay.
Yeah, bro. Yes. What do you
No, man, you
mean?
be telling me that toppled like Kid Lazo, the Teen Titans, Chowder.
Hey, fuck yeah.
Well, it
That was
depends on the year.
well Camp.
Because Teen Titans a lot
Well,
older than Chowder.
Total Drama
and
Island.
Chowder was also on Cartoon Network. So was Total Drama Island.
No. So I'm saying it
When
depends on the time. So
when
what time?
Adventure Time came out, it was Adventure Time and Regular Show. Those were like the top kings.
Yeah.
Well, regular show and Bridge are really good,
Yeah, but
but regular show is really good at the end, towards the end.
yeah,
In
but
the middle, like towards the middle end, it's kind of eh. But it gets better.
the shows that Jake named were all on Cartoon Network too.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking
Yeah.
about time. I'm talking about the time.
Yeah. Cartoon Network was on top for a long time. Cartoon
Yeah,
Network
Yeah.
because
was
Teen
goated for a
Titans and
while.
Chowder were not out at the same time.
No.
They were not out at the same time, so you can't place them at the same time. But
No.
because Chowder came out
No,
years after Teen Titans got
what I
canceled.
should have said? I should have said fucking Adventure Time was like the last golden era
Yeah.
of Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
The la-
Yeah.
not Teen Titans.
the
Regular show, Adventure Time, and I forgot what the other series was. They were the last ones to be
the
the golden age.
the Adventure Time
Steven
era.
Universe.
I never
No,
got into
Steven
Steven
Universe got
Universe.
shitty. Steven
Yeah,
Universe got
very
pretty
shitty.
shitty.
I never got into Steven Universe.
Same.
No,
They
I
have Clarence and you have kids kissing each other.
no, same thing happens. Like certain episodes of Clarence are really good. Certain episodes of Steven Universe were good, but most of them, they were just not that good.
Man, there was
Yeah.
really a time where Cartoon
sucked.
Network was on top.
I remember boobies on
Like,
Total Drama Island.
Okay,
bro,
don't
yeah,
remember that
bro,
episode. I don't want to start
total
talking about.
Total Drama was like really only good for the first season though.
No, Razz. You don't understand what Jake was talking about. In one of the episodes of Total Drama Island, was it Lindsay? No, it's not Lindsay.
Yeah, I
What
know.
was the name?
There's a nip slip. There's some titty slips.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, like where she's sitting out there in the woods, having her arms up in the air, and the tree, like the branch slaps.
Yeah, I
I
know.
can't remember exactly.
I watched Total Drama Island, bro. I watched it.
I'm like, really?
I watched it. I watched Total Drama Island. I remember.
I had such balls back then.
No,
I
yeah,
remember.
that was some big ass balls. I'm sitting there looking at my parents like,
Yeah, bro.
don't look at me
Cartoon
like
Network used to not give no fuck.
no, they kind of did give a fuck, but
Like
with
no,
words.
like
Now it was imagery.
Cartoon Network used to be the cool, edgy Cartoon Network. Like back in the day, like it was the cool place to be. And then it started,
That and Adult Swim.
and then it started becoming like over time, it started becoming more and more kid friendly with the kind of shows that came
Yeah.
out. But
Yeah, because all the good shows ended up being in Boomerang instead of Cartoon Network.
Like, if you wanted kids shows, you go to Cartoon Network.
like I
If
think
you wanted some teenage shows, you go to Cartoon Network.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
Jake. It was Boomerang, Cartoon Network, Boomerang, Cartoon Network, Cartoon Network, Cartoon Network, and then
Cotton,
Boomerang,
bro,
Cartoon Network,
bro,
Boomerang.
Brian's racist. It sounds like he's saying Cotton Network to me.
Yeah.
I'm hearing them. Jake's hearing it too.
I'm
So
hearing it too.
you're saying
Same fucking
Cotton
that
Network.
shit, just because I'm
Boomerang
Mexican,
is
he's saying
more
that
for
shit.
the older audience.
Yeah, Boomerang is the older audience because it was a lot of the '70s cartoons like Scooby Doo.
Teen
Scooby Doo was on
Titans
Boomerang. Yeah, no,
shows were on Boomerang.
Teen Titan reruns were on Boomerang. Not the
Yeah.
original airing. It was reruns.
No. I'm saying that when it comes to like Teen Titans, like when the law shows.
Yeah,
like,
but
Cartoon
yeah,
Network's
but
done with, they get sent
yeah,
to
but
Boomerang.
you also have to know Boomerang and Cartoon Network are connected, and Teen Titans was only on Boomerang whenever it was rerunning. Like all the Cartoon Network shows were only on Boomerang whenever they were reruns. It wasn't the actual like active run.
No, yeah, like I said.
Because
exactly what I'm saying.
Boomerang was mainly the older cartoons that were rerunning, like Scooby Doo and them.
Yeah, they were
And
running
Johnny
Scooby-Doo,
Bravo.
They were running Teen Titans. They were running Johnny Bravo. They were running Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, like they were running the
Flintstones,
yeah,
the
they were running the
Jetsons.
classic
Flintstones,
ones.
the Jetsons.
But like main Cartoon Network was like Adventure Time, regular show,
Yeah, that's what
Ben
I'm saying.
10, Ninjago.
And I'm saying that after some time happens, after time goes on, eventually those shows are gonna go to Boomerang. It usually just happens.
Well, yeah, that's literally what a rerun is, sir. That's what I was saying too. You're acting like I'm not agreeing with you. Like what? I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a list of the fucking Cartoon Network shows. Let's look at the 2000s.
Oh my god, that's a long ass list.
It is a long list.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We got Chowder. We got Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah.
We got
Did
Duck.
it-
We got
Dawson-
Duck Dodgers. We got Ben 10.
No,
This-
pause it. Pause it.
Fuck you mean pause it? I'm reading a list. I can't pause a
Yeah.
list, bro. What?
You said Samurai Jack. Didn't they do a Adult Swim run or promise to do an Adult Swim run?
Yes,
on Samurai
and
Jack?
Adult Swim and Cartoon Network are also connected. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they have a
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, they are connected.
Yeah.
They should be.
We have Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Batman,
Blow me.
Brave and the Bold, a good one. Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, underrated one. Also one of my
Ooh,
favorites.
Underrated.
That's a good one.
Bro, Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack is super underrated. I don't hear a lot of people talking about that show.
God, when people
Yeah,
talk about it, they
underrated.
talk about how
People.
curse and distorted.
Yeah,
it is.
the cursed zoom-ins, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, it was the cursed zoom-ins and Flapjack that inspired SpongeBob to do more of it. I swear to
Yep.
God.
It
Yeah.
probably did. Goddamn.
Fucking, we got Shaolin Showdown. That's also an underrated show. I don't know if you guys know that one. Shaolin Showdown was
think
cool.
so.
It was about monks. There was a monk called Ami that looked like Aang with his bald head, but also Krillin because he had dots on his forehead.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
That's an old show.
Fucking Johnny Test,
Oh, that's a good
which
show.
that one's a bit later into
I
the
don't really
Cartoon
like
Network
it,
life.
but as an adult, I can understand why people like it. They use it as a drink game. You take a shot every time you hear a whiplash.
Well, I mean, Johnny Test really
Yeah.
is a child from. Johnny Test is a child. Johnny Test really is a show from our childhood. It came out 2005.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess I like Johnny Test. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh, that's a real
Yo,
good one.
Mm-hmm.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That's one of the
Yeah,
legendary
Codename
ones.
Kids Next Door was
Legendary.
2002 to 2008.
The lore, the plot, the
Mm.
action, the
Bro,
romance,
Jake was all
perfect.
about the plot.
and then right after, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
2001 to
Ooh.
2007. I remember I had a fucking GameCube like fighting game. Like it was an arcade fighting game of Billy and Mandy. And I fucking loved that game so much. That was one of the best video game like TV show games ever. Next we got Camp Lazlo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Camelot was okay.
it's okay. It really,
My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
dude. The only reason why I like that show because the character's me.
Yeah, Jake
Yeah.
the monkey. Fucking Star Wars Clone Wars.
Dude,
That was
fuck
also
yes.
I
Clone Wars was pretty good.
I-
Clone Wars was pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie.
I forgot
off
Clone
the
Wars was
hook.
on Cartoon Network. I forgot about that.
Some episodes were so intense they aired it on Adult Swim.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There's Total Drama.
Hell yeah.
Ben 10 Alien Force. That's the
That was
older
okay.
Ben. I think original Ben 10 and then Ben 10 Alien Force are the two best shows.
Yeah.
Because the older Ben stuff does get really good with Kevin 11's powers and
Yes.
shit.
Older.
Like
There's an in between moment where you're like,
no, like when after that, like anything after that is just kind of not good. I played a lot of the Ben 10 games too growing up on PS2. I loved the Ben 10 games. Every now and then, like video game, like TV show video games, like movie video games are usually not very good.
Nostalgia.
They're usually not very good, but very occasionally you get a little hidden gem in there. Very occasionally. Teen Titans, that was 2003 to 2006 because it got canceled. R.I.P.
Damn.
R.I.P.
So good.
It was only on for 3 years. It only ran for 3 years, but I think it kept airing until like 2012, 2013. It kept rerunning for a while. I remember seeing it on TV for a while. Yeah, that's really like the highlight reel of Cartoon Network. Like, gosh. Fucking, what was Courage on? Was Courage Cartoon Network?
I think
no,
so, yeah.
It ended up being a Boomerang.
Courage the
Oh,
Cowardly
everything goes
Dog.
to Boomerang, but yeah. Courage the Cowardly Dog was on.
Courage the Cowardly Dog is like early, like before 2005.
No, I just googled. It says network, Cartoon Network. It was
Yeah.
probably aired on Boomerang's channel, but it's still the Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because we
Yeah.
just agreed earlier that Cartoon
Yeah.
Network was Boomerang.
Yeah, because Boomerang is just another time slot on the TV.
Yeah, it's just older episodes or older shows that were popular at the time.
Oh my God, Rocco's Modern Life, Cow and Chicken. There's also these. Yeah, this is '90s Cartoon Network.
Because I remember Boomerang
I
used
know
to play
those.
Jesse and the cats. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I know. Jesse and the Pussycats.
Yeah, Jesse and the Pussycats.
Oh my God, yeah, Ren and Stimpy show. That's also '90s Cartoon
Oh
Network.
my god, I don't remember that
Yes.
canceled. No, there's this one episode
Cat
that I remember
Dog.
on Remy and Stimpy that was canceled.
Oh,
Eventually,
bro,
yeah,
bro,
you don't see it anymore.
a lot of Ren and Stimpy should not be seen by
Yeah,
anyone's
should
eyes.
not by
There was a lot. I remember
I don't
that
know
shit ton.
what they were thinking while making that.
Hey,
There's a lot.
man, they were getting away with a lot of shit with kids cartoons in the '90s, bro.
It's
Yep.
because we weren't smart enough back then. Children weren't smart enough.
Do
No,
you
That's
think
what she
kids
said.
still watch Magic School Bus?
Magic School. I mean, I'm pretty sure I remember watching Magic School Bus episodes
it shows in
middle
school.
school. Yeah, in school. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't make those anymore, and those
Yeah,
are from
but-
like the 90s.
Yeah, but I think that they're still used for like educational like videos.
Yeah, they use them in school, Jake. For Magic School
well,
Bus,
I
it's
know
used in
that,
school.
but do you think like one day they'll they'll I don't know, find those information as false because new science and technologies has proved it.
Oh,
So that
they change it as time goes on, but only in high school. In middle school and elementary school, they keep you with that facet. Makes it easier for the parents.
It's like Bill Nye, you know. Bill Nye was used for the educational purposes.
Exactly, exactly.
You know?
yeah, but one day they'll stop showing it.
I'm personally more of a fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson, but Bill Nye the shit.
Well, Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson isn't too far apart from each other.
They aren't too far apart. I mean, they're both space guys. They both dibble and dabble into space. They both be up in space. God. Bro, the fucking sequel to The Forest comes out in 3 days, guys. It comes out on the
What are you
23rd.
gonna do?
I'm gonna play the fuck out of it. Fuck you mean? What am I gonna do, Jake?
I gotta fuck in the forest.
I'm gonna be playing the fuck out of it, bro. Fuck you mean? The second it drops, I'm copping.
God
Alright?
damn it.
And
Fucking
the developer want to know how I feel about the game. I'm gonna send them a strongly worded email about how I like it.
What if you don't like it?
Well, I like the first game, and based on what I've seen, it's the first game but better. You know, even if it isn't that much different from the first game, it's a brand new map to explore. Like I really enjoy the forest, and I enjoy the core gameplay loop. Like if it was like just same basic core gameplay loop, just on a new map with new enemies and new weapons, then okay. I mean, who would have expected a forest sequel? Not me.
I did.
I wasn't expecting a forest sequel. I don't even know the full story of the forest, man. I was
The lore.
all I know is that little Timmy get kidnapped. I eat cannibal. I use chainsaw. That's all I know. Munch is trending in Texas on Twitter.
Munch. God.
Munch.
She's such a baddie.
Munch. Wait, what? What is this all about? Oh, it's because I see why Munch is trending. It's the character from fucking Law and Order.
What?
The actor it's Detective John Munch, the actor that plays him on Law and Order,
I
died.
thought you were talking about Ice Spice.
No, but yeah, that's what I thought too when I read Munch. But no, it's the actor that plays John Munch in Law and Order. He died, age 78.
Damn.
This was like only a couple hours ago. Not a big fan of Law and Order, but this I recognize it.
It's
I
okay.
recognize this man's face though. This man's face is definitely deeply connected to Law and Order. So he's been on the show for a long. Yeah, he's been on 10 different series. He's been
Like
on.
Stapler? Are you talking about Stapler?
No, John Munch, Richard Belzer. He's been on Law and Order, SVU, Law and Order Trial by Jury, 30 Rock, X-Files, Arrested Development, The Beat, The Wire. He was even on Sesame Street.
No, I'm asking that. Is that the name he goes by in Law and Order?
Yeah, John Munch is his character's name in Law and Order.
Homie's the Munch. I eat him for breakfast and he's a Munch. I get
Are-
what I
are
want,
you
baby.
a
My
mu-
body, my Munch.
Are you a Munch, Jake?
I wish.
Bro, you think Ice Spice is gonna last that long?
No.
Yeah, I'm thinking she's just another
He's dating Speed, right?
a one-hit wonder viral. I don't think she's dating Speed. Speed's like 17.
Yeah, she's
Right?
our age too.
No, Ice Spice is not our age. Or not, I mean, Speed's not our age, first of all, because Speed's, like, still a teenager. Ice Spice is our age. She's 23.
Yeah.
But Speed's, like, 17, bro. I'm pretty sure Speed's 17. I don't think he turned 18 yet. Oh, no, he is 18 now.
See? They fucking.
No, he just turned 18, yeah, because his birthday's in January. So, yeah, he just turned 18 this year.
They're fucking.
But how old
Bro,
are
no,
y'all?
they're not, bro. Ice Spice probably fucked Drake, bro.
That too.
But she ain't fucking a fucking 18-year-old streamer, bro.
I don't know, man. They do the fish move.
Well, it depends how old she is, Razz.
She's 23. But also, she's a female rapper who now has a shit ton of money. You really think she's fucking with an 18-year-old that barks at his monitor in his room?
Yeah.
No.
They just
Yeah, you don't know what true love when you see it, man. I don't know what to tell you.
She's
Listen,
a simp, she is.
Nothing against Speed, but ain't no girl like Ice Spice fucking with a guy like Speed who barks at his monitor.
You think she's too much for a league?
He barks at his monitor, Jake.
Okay, and I yell into the mic.
Bro, you don't bark like speed, but you don't know what I mean, bro.
I
You...
say racial slurs in German. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Jake.
God damn it.
Okay.
Shout out Speed though. Shout out Speed. Man is crazy, but I think he's a
I
good
love his
kid.
energy.
I think he's a good kid, but he's definitely a little crazy.
Dude, it's me after like 10 shots of coffees and like a hand-me-down from Dutch Bros.
God. Hey, but are you gonna accidentally set your room on fire with a Pikachu firework though on 4th of July?
We don't talk about that.
Cause Speed did that.
Oh. I remember throwing a you were there when it happened, Razz. I threw a what's it called?
Oh, the air
That
cans, the air
air can,
horns.
yeah,
Yeah, he threw.
into
Yeah,
the
you threw the
fire.
air horn into the fire.
And we all danced around and then yeah. I saw that video recently. I was like, let me edit it. So I edited to where as soon as I touched it, it just perfectly cuts off Scream. It's very funny, I think.
Man, man, man. Man,
Crazy
man,
times.
man, 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 man. Fucking Last of Us is trending on Twitter right now.
Is it trending on 2egg?
Well, I mean the new episode came out today. We haven't watched it.
Yeah, we haven't watched it yet.
I mean, shit. Fucking, I'm down to watch it after we're done recording this.
Yeah.
Um.
Hopefully I'm still awake.
Oh,
But
you'll be still awake, Jake.
you know, rada. Um, yeah. Last of Us, good show. Truly
It
think
is
so.
really good, man. I mean,
Yeah.
ever since Cyberpunk Edge Runners, we've been on a hot. Actually, ever since Arcane. Arcane came out first, I think. We've been on a hot streak for video game adaptations ever since.
It's hard to video game adaptations for sure, but it's
Yeah.
hard to judge if we've been getting good video content recently because
Yeah.
it determines how many video content came out of the year and how many of those are good. Now, you do that through the past 10 years, you know, each year having a different amount, and you find the average. Then you'll see what you like the best.
Man,
I don't know.
yeah, Jake, big brain. I'm still sad that we didn't get the Sly Cooper movie.
Who's Sly Cooper?
Bro, Jay, you can't tell me you don't know who Sly Cooper is.
Who's Sly
Bro.
Cooper?
Bro, Sly Cooper is literally one of the best like Sony franchises. It's a series that was on PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. And you're like a raccoon thief. You got Bentley, your turtle hacker companion, and Maury, who is a big hippopotamus brawler guy.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? G-Force?
No,
Hello?
it's like you're like an animal like robber gang, and I miss like Cooper. It's such a good series. I love that series so much. We were supposed to get a movie. It was teased like in 2015, 2016, I want to say. But I think around that time, I think another video game movie had come out or something other video game related come out, and it didn't do very well, and that scared Sony, so they canned it, and then we got Sonic instead.
Yay.
So instead of Sly Cooper, we got Sonic, and I don't think we're ever gonna get Sly Cooper anymore, as a TV show. Honestly, I don't think we're ever gonna get Jack and Daxter back. I don't think we're ever gonna get Sly Cooper back. I think those
Daxter's fucking amazing.
franchises are left in the past. I don't think we're getting those back. We got the Sly Cooper remastered. We got Crash Bandicoot remastered. I think that's about all we're getting. Very sad. All right, very sad. Man, there's so many remasters, dude. Like it's crazy.
Yep, and then when we're really old, you can have movies like Bad Guys to be remastered or Stranger Things.
Stranger
Yep.
Things remastered, bro. I don't think
Yep,
that's
it's gonna
ever
be like a whole new
happening.
cast and everything. Because think about it, they did the same thing with It.
Listen. So it's gonna be like Full House and Fuller House. It's gonna be you got Stranger Things and then
And Stranger.
it's just
Or
gonna
the
be called
Strangest Things.
or Strange Things. Just take off just slightly change the title. New show.
Or What's in My Brain.
What's in my
Or,
brain?
Yeah, that's what happens.
What's in my brain today? God, man,
Like,
how much money you think they're making on the Last of Us show right now?
Billy.
You think
I think it's fighting against what's that thing called? Avatar.
you think they're making their money back at least?
Yeah.
They have been putting in a lot of effort into the show, a lot of budget. Like that whole sequence of like the fucking the all of them running in the bloater, like that was a lot, like all on screen at once, and it looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
It looked real good. It looked real good. Fuck yeah! I'm just going through Twitter. Another fucking. I just saw a fucking Homelander meme. I still haven't seen The Boys.
Good shit. Good shit. Really intense. Lots of gore.
I
Fucking
I've seen a
human
lot of
hybrids.
clips from it, and God, it does look really
Literally, a man
good.
has a penis and it's longer than long.
It's longer than long. Jake,
Yeah.
I don't think that's how the word long works.
Bro, think about the longest thing you've seen. Now
Let
multiply
me
it
get
by two.
longer.
Make it longer. Think about the longest thing you ever seen in your life. Make it longer.
Make it longer.
That's
Exactly.
longer than long.
But that statement doesn't make sense though. Longer than long.
Oh, I was thinking the most longest thing that you ever think of. I'm thinking longer. Just like the infinities. There's always a bigger infinity than infinity.
Hmm. Maybe.
Because think about this. Think about this. You got normal numbers that go up to infinity. Then you got fractional numbers that go between each of those numbers that go up to infinity, which one has more? The fractional ones.
This is too many numbers for me.
Exactly. Like I said, one has more numbers than the other one.
All right. Who you think I am? I can't count that high.
Exactly.
I can't count that high.
When you count.
I don't know how to
What
count.
do you mean you don't know how?
Yes, you do. You can count 1 plus
Bro,
1.
listen.
You can count.
I can count, but fuck all that extra fucking A minus B equals C squared.
God.
Fucking add the fucking moon to the hypotenuse of your ass.
Oh god, that's what I'm doing in college. We're learning about square roots, and it's like, dude, you're just making math harder by adding extra squiggly lines.
Right,
Because, like, okay,
bro.
square root, for example, you have square root 2 plus square root 2, what'd you get? Square root 4. It's like,
Square root
why?
4.
Why? It's so bullshit.
Hey, we heard you like square root 2. How about square root 4?
It's such bullshit, man. I don't get this shit.
Let's
I
see.
have all these fucking rules.
The only algorithms I care about in math are the ones that are in code. Those are the only ones that matter. All the other ones are just bullshit.
What? Dude, all the other freaking, uh, formulas are using space and time and space and you know, it
Listen,
actually
Jake,
helps in the world.
time is a construct of your human mind. We don't know how time really works. For all we know, time don't exist, and we're just floating in a giant fetus hole right now.
Time is another dimension. It could be even a life form, time itself.
You think life? You think time is an alien?
It could be. There could be a celestial being who can manipulate time just as easy as we can manipulate breath.
Listen, all I'm saying, if aliens come to Earth and they converse with us, if they don't greet us with a good evening, you fleshy mammals, I don't want any of it. They better call us fleshy mammals, all right, or else I'm not part of it.
How would they know we're fleshy? What if their definition of flesh is different from ours?
Well, I want them to call me a fleshy mammal. I've imagined this conversation in my head. Don't ruin my fantasy.
You have a weird fantasy. Do you think aliens would be carbon-based or a different elemental?
Oh, like a different. What do you think?
Like they could be made of gas.
I mean, it's plausible. But see, but we gotta be careful here because we don't want to go get too crazy in the theories, thinking like science fiction shit. We gotta think like what is realistic in real world science. You know, is it actually feasible for a creature, a sentient creature, to be in a gaseous form?
Probably.
What about
No,
what about a sentient creature on our intelligence level or higher in a gaseous form?
Yeah, could happen.
What are some creatures smarter than humans?
Because think about it, there's planets out there that rains like ice and diamonds and like bullets. You know, there's planets out there that does that.
You telling me
Well,
there's
it's not to
bullet
say-
manufacturing planets?
Apparently, there's just a bunch of lead falling from the sky because it's so hot on the planet, and the planet's majority element is lead.
Well, we all got lead poisoning, is what Jake's telling me.
No, that's just goddamn planet.
The planet's crazy, Jake. The planet's crazy.
Hell yeah, it's crazy. We're finding new ones every day. Bro, they were like the original NFT. People freaking bought a piece of paper saying you own a planet.
Bro, and you can like buy like a star too.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
those are
imagine,
the original NFTs.
bro, imagine how upset you would be though. Like, say you bought a star, and then
Yeah.
like the chances just lined up that the star was already dead, and then like you buy it, you go to show off your friends, and then like a week later it's gone.
Yeah. Oh my
Rip.
gosh. Dang.
You know, it's not a smart investment to buy a star. You don't know if that thing could have been dead fucking years ago, and you don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You spending your money on something that don't even exist.
Yeah, you don't really own the planet too.
Yeah, you just
That's a
you just buy.
scam.
It's just free real estate.
No.
It's free real
Especially in
estate.
most of scam. There's another scam like
That's
that out
actually
there
what
where
you
if
can
you
make it
buy
up there.
a
If
plot of
you make it
land
up there.
in when you buy a plot of land in like Ireland, you actually have the title of Lord and Lady.
Well,
You
it's
get
because you're applying like a 1 by 1 foot piece of square.
Yeah, but if you get that title, it's nothing official. Like you're not actual a queen monarch kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more of a gift gag.
More of a gift gag
Yeah.
or a gag gift.
No. Gift gag.
I don't think you say gift gag, Jake. I think you say gag gift.
Okay. American.
But you're also American, bro. What do you want about?
All right.
What do you want about, Jake?
You got me.
Jake,
Okay.
I know,
Uh-huh.
we
Yeah,
all know
yeah.
damn well you weren't born in a third world country, Jake. Come on now.
Man. Antarctica.
Fucking
But
yeah. I'm glad you said Antarctica because if you would have said Alaska, that's also America.
man, I know my states except for like Puerto Rico and Cuba
Cuba.
territories.
You think Cuba is a good vacation destination?
I think so. They have classic cars there. Apparently, they're like a little time capsule, like North Korea, and they have like everything old from the 40s still there.
Mm. But if you know how like Cuban cigars are like illegal,
Yeah,
That's the ones I have.
can you just straight up buy them in Cuba?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Those are the cigars I was sharing. Remember that party, Dia de los Muertos?
Mm.
Oh, I was sharing like Cuban cigars back in Churchill, back when Churchill and World War II was happening. Those are the cigars we were smoking on.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah,
We were
didn't they have
smoking
We
some
cocaine
smoking
in
on
Camels
there?
that
too.
Churchill pack, boy.
They're really fucking old. My padrino gave them to me.
Probably laced and freaking
Bro,
full of
man,
mold.
after what 343's done with Halo, we smoking on that 343 pack from now on.
I still have more. We didn't finish those cigars, Jake. So if you want to taste those cigars, I still have them.
I'm good.
But did Atomic Heart come out?
Soon. I want to play it,
It's coming out on
but
Game Pass, right?
I think so.
Alright, cool. Because I don't know if I want to buy it, but I do want to play it.
Man, freaking, I have my, I was setting up a virtual machine on my brother's MacBook because he can't run Minecraft Windows 10 or 11. Who would have thought, you know? And freaking, I try to sign in to the Microsoft Store on the virtual machine and it won't let me sign in. And
What the
nothing,
fuck?
yeah, I'm so mad because I want him to join on the server.
Oh, Jake, you know that Hydra doesn't play music anymore?
Yeah.
Hydra?
HydraBot, yeah.
What happened?
This happened on February 7th. So this happened like a week or two ago. They got into a legal dispute with YouTube, and they just completely removed all music features from the bot.
What?
Yep.
Where am I gonna get my music now?
Well, the only music bot we have now that works in the server is the exclamation point bot, which is
Yeah, that's the one I've been using.
the jockey music is the only one that works now.
Damn.
So I'm probably gonna end up removing Hydra and Fred Boat. Sucks, bro. Hydra was literally our best quality music bot. It had the highest quality music streaming on it.
It really did.
But yeah, they removed the ability to play stuff from YouTube a while back, but they just recently removed the ability to play music altogether, so that sucks. Luckily, jockey music it works just fine though. So that's just fine and dandy.
Let's make
God.
sure we keep an eye out for better bots out there.
Yeah, I'm always on the lookout for getting better bots for the server, man. Bro, I'm so excited for Atomic Heart, actually. Like, it looks like it's gonna play like Bioshock.
Or
Like,
Fallout.
Like, it looks like a mixture of, like, Bioshock, Prey. Like it looks really good because like the abilities you have kind of remind me of the syringe powers in BioShock. I forgot what they're called. God,
I know what you're talking about.
I still need to play BioShock 2. I never played BioShock 2. I played the first game. I never played the sequel. I have it
Never
on
played any.
Steam because I remember I got BioShock 1 and 2 as a bundle on Steam. I love the first game. I think the first game has a great twist. It's one of the greatest twists in video games.
Twist.
If you haven't been spoiled for it, Jake, then I would definitely recommend one day playing it. If you don't know the story, because it's the kind of story like that once you know it, that like the twist doesn't work at all once you know it, obviously. So you don't know the story of BioShock 1, do you?
Nope.
Okay, then there you
Oh,
go.
you
So,
gotta play it.
so yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
play it,
One day you gotta check it out. It's not a very long game. It's definitely worth checking out.
dude. It seems like it's long, but it's not long.
Like,
trust me.
I guarantee, like, if you just like set aside like a weekend to play, you'd finish the whole game that weekend.
Yeah, it was basically like what's it called?
It's kind of like Dead Space. It's not very long.
Yeah,
Dead Space is really only like 8 to 10 hours long. Really, it's not that long.
Yeah, I guess when I first played it, it took me like a weekend and a half.
Yeah, my first initial playthrough on the original was around 10 hours, and my remake playthrough was around 9 hours. So I beat it like an hour faster. You know, because even with like all the changes, like a lot of the stuff was still the same. So I remembered a lot of the stuff, so it was easier to get through. Yeah, man, Bioshock is good. Bioshock Infinite, I wasn't a big fan of, but I do like the OG Bioshocks. So cool. Underwater cities, man. It's just so cool.
Yep.
It's just it's so cool. Yeah, bro. All the like all the Russian horny memes are gonna start coming out when I'm already seeing some on Twitter with Atomic Heart. The horny Russian memes are starting.
Nope.
The horny Russian memes are starting.
I don't want that.
Jake, we live in a Coomer society, Jake.
True.
Everything is
They
about
spend
Coomer.
billions of dollars trying to see what our brain likes and use it to their advantage.
The algorithm is always trying to keep you on longer.
TikTok might be my downfall.
Ooh, baby. Godslap issue 3?
What? That was quick.
What if your slap?
What if your slap? I just pulled up the video. Fucking. God, issue 3 is already out? What? No, wait, it's already out. How did I not hear about it? Godslap. Or I think issue 3 is coming out next month. Yeah, issue 3 is coming out next month already. Huge. Bro, I'm so excited. I love Godslap. Like, I originally, like, got, like, the first issue just because I love Charlie, and I'm like, this looks cool, so I'll check it out. After reading the first 2 issues, I'm legitimately a fan of the comic now.
Hell yeah.
Like, I really want to see what happens. I'm invested. I want to see where these characters go. Bro, and I'm gonna be stacking up on these comics, and fucking, one day I'm gonna have the opportunity to fucking get them signed by Charlie. And it's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel so good. Imagine, bro. Like it's like you know, like SpongeBob whenever Pearl gets like touched by that dirty guy. It's like I'm never
touching you.
I'm never gonna wash the hand that touched that again. I'm never gonna wash it. But I will forever have Charlie on me. I'll forever have his energy attached to me.
Forever.
Alright, man. Yeah, God slept good. God slept good. I would love to see like a fucking like an actual full blown like animated series about it. Yeah.
Same animators with yeah.
With the Skynet video and
Skynet.
and the other ones, yeah. Yeah, it's the same person that does Skynet and all the other Godslap animations. I think it's the same person on each one. Pretty dope person. Pretty talented. Pretty talented. Well, is there anything other crazy you want to talk about, Jake? Anything
Not that I know of.
Anything rattling your brain hole? Anything stuck in your mind? Anything crazy happened today, actually? Is there any crazy news that happened today?
I was hanging out with my parents, and then invited Hannah over and got really high, watched a movie. Here I am.
What movie?
Bad Guys.
Bad Guys.
Yeah.
What movie is that? Explain.
Some some guys in a teenager high school, they're trying to get laid by getting girls drunk.
Ooh, what?
So they go out on this crazy adventure, trying to get alcohol. One guy, there's 3 friends. One guy bumps into like an older guy, takes him back home to a party, and try to get alcohol. He has to steal it
Are
actually.
you sure this is Bad Guys, or are you talking about Super Bad?
Super bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with McLovin.
McLovin, yes.
McLovin?
Yeah. Yeah, Super Bad. Super Bad's a pretty good movie. Shout out Jonah
Super
Hill.
bad. I know that.
Shout out Seth Rogen. Shout out Jonah Hill. Apparently, there's been some sussy things that have come out about James Franco.
There's been a lot of people that such things came out of.
Yeah, bro. Why are all like it's always like the really like cool and like actors and that are always like the really sussy stuff comes out about them. Like they seem really cool. They do really cool stuff in their movies and their TV shows, and then they turn out to be a sussy person.
No, they end up becoming that sussy person. They weren't sussy at the
Alright.
beginning. They
It's
became
like-
sussy.
And it's like
That's what I believe.
Bill Cosby used to be an icon and finds out he's giving pudding to women.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. First, they were all wholesome, and then eventually they became sussy because the power, the money.
No,
People
I
not
think they were
looking two
sussy to
ways.
begin with. They were sussy to be. Listen, you can't look at Bill Cosby now and tell me he wasn't always sussy.
He was always sussy. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why you don't see it. That's the reason why you see it with certain people.
We didn't see it before, but once the pudding stories came out, then we started to see it.
Pudding.
Then we started to see it.
But I was giving her the pudding.
Then we started to see it.
But she was okay with the pudding.
Thing is, he got away with it over like 50 years, and now he's going for jail for it. I think he got
He's
away.
Out now. He's out.
Oh.
Is he out now?
Well, I think he got away.
He's out now. He's out.
Pretty crazy. But I think that's that's all we really had to talk about. I think today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope it feels good to have a new podcast episode after a fucking year. It's been too
Ooh,
long.
imagine.
It's been way too long. But yeah, it felt good. Hopefully, you listener, if you've made it this far, this deep to the end, hopefully you have a beautiful fucking day.
We get the first person who ever listens to
Listen.
hop onto the podcast.
Listen, if you made it this far into the podcast, I just want you to know you have a fat, juicy cock. If you made it this far,
What
you're
the?
a fucking
That causes
rock hard
problems. What?
Chad, bro.
Make sure he's barbed.
You're a rock hard Chad, bro. Thank you for making it this far. I'll give you a little smack on the cheek.
A smack on the cheek,
He's
man.
a barbed.
All right.
How are you supposed to feel that?
I hope all you beautiful motherfuckers having a great day. Okay. You guys got anything to say to the listeners at home?
Roblox is really underrated, and you need to try it out once in your life.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You got anything to say, Brian?
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus,
Okay. All right. Well, that's the end of the pod. Peace out.
Oh!